My name's Amanda Walters. I'm a people development business partner with Home Group, who are a housing association. So we started using Mind Tools about 4 years ago, and the reason that we started using it was we found that it was really important to promote sort of the self-serve approach to learning, particularly being an organisation that employs nearly 3,000 colleagues and spread nationally, that having bite-sized learning was without a doubt an effective way of self-development for our colleagues.
So I use the tools myself as a bit of I need to do something different. So I'll go on Mind Tools and do a couple of exercises there, and I encourage that with my team.
I use the toolkits with my teams for lots of different reasons. I tend to use it a lot when people are in their probationary period. I think it's really important for people to be able to sort of know where to go to get some ideas or to focus on a particular area that they want to improve.
So when we first took on Mind Tools, we thought it was really important to get colleagues engaged with what was coming, because we knew it was going to be a really exciting provision for colleagues. So we call the Mind Tools Toolkit iGrow, on the basis that it is very much around self-development and promoting that self-serve approach to learning.
I've used Mind Tools before in team meetings where I think there's an area where we can all develop as a team and we can all learn together. And then individually, I always really encourage people to remember that their own development is a priority as well, and that they can use Mind Tools to facilitate that.
I've used Mind Tools in performance management as well. So if I've had a colleague who his performance is not where they should be, I've picked out things that relate to them. So an example of that off the top of my head would be around time management, and looking at different tools. There's some good tools on there for prioritising.
I've also used it a lot for just finding some inspiration, particularly when I've managed teams, to maybe try different ways to motivate them, or if there's a specific area that I think we need to focus on. I always have a look on Mind Tools, because there's lots of different creative resources on there that you can flex to work for any situation.
In a more structured way, if I'm struggling with an issue, then I will go on to Mind Tools and search for that particular issue and just see if I can pick up any hints or tips that would help me along.
We will look at content in relation to perhaps a product that we're developing. So, for example, something around self-care and resilience, and we'll look at the content and incorporate that into learning products that we develop.
So yeah, I think there are different ways of facilitating, but it's just making sure that everybody feels comfortable, that they've got the time and the permission, if you like, to do that.
Whether it's a video, a quiz, a presentation, I just really support them to explore that and find their own way of learning.
One of the huge advantages of Mind Tools is the ability as an administrator, which is the role I have, to curate playlists, and those playlists make it so much easier for managers and colleagues to access content that's relevant to what they're looking for. So, for example, during the pandemic, we did a huge piece around well-being and supporting our colleagues, and we linked a load of content into that. Other things that we'll link content to, and I'll put together playlists around equality, diversity and inclusion. And at the minute, we're doing a focus on self-care, and a lot of the content, again, we can link to a playlist with that. So I've got lots and lots of playlists that I can then promote in terms of putting a banner across the toolkit, which directs colleagues to it, and it's a quick link then posting into our workplace.
We have a training hub for complaints. It's called Creating a Positive Complaints Culture. And we've worked with our customers to build a set of training modules that we've recorded and we deliver. But then to enhance that, we've also popped links to Mind Tools on there that might be relevant.
When they're looking at career development, is there something that they're a role they're really interested in, but there might be part of that role that they feel really kind of unsure about, and I encourage them to use Mind Tools to give them some hints and tips and explore that a bit further.
So if I were giving tips to people to prioritise their own learning, it's less of a tip and more of an instruction. You should just do it. I think if you're not constantly learning, then you're missing out. And I think by using Mind Tools, you can do it very quickly and very easily. So there's not really an excuse. And I think also by doing those quick things, it leads you to find interests that you didn't necessarily know that you had, and then you're more keen to develop longer term.
So for me, the best bits are that in the moment learning and the fact that you can filter by time, and there's such a wide range of content, and the fact that it's updated to be topical.
Certain parts of my team are very time pressured. So it can be difficult to convince some of them that they can do things to develop, because it feels like another pressure on their time. But with Mind Tools, it's like, you've got 5 minutes, you can do that in 5 minutes and you will come away with something. So I think that is my favourite thing, just that it's quick and it's easy.
So colleagues feedback all of the time how useful the content is, how easy it is to digest, and the use of imaging, the fact that they've got the opportunity to find self-assessments. It fits with different people's learning styles, whether you're a visual, an audio or kinesthetic learner. It's like it fits with all of those different styles.
I think for me the best bits of Mind Tools is the variety of content on there. Any topic you can think of, there's something on Mind Tools.
I would highly recommend Mind Tools. I think that the toolkit not only fits with who we are as an organisation, in terms of the way that the resources are written, also how it is promoted, and in terms of, I suppose, the future for us with Mind Tools is just looking to get more and more traction within colleagues. Anytime I come across a group of colleagues and I'm talking about their development, I'll link into iGrow and colleagues will go, wow, this is amazing, I didn't know it was here. So I think that definitely, without a doubt, is one of our challenges, is continuing to sort of get across that message of how important self-development is and what resources are there for you to take responsibility for your own development.